and headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.
The primary, fundamental, foundational, first principle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is Guru-disciple relationship. Everything starts there, everything ends there, but this itself does not end.
Guru Purnima Day is
Nithyanandam. Welcome to Kailasa's Nithyananda Yoga, most authentic yoga, right from the source by the living manifestation of Paramashiva, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda. We begin with the Sadhguru Vandana. Join your hands. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtam Bandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vivanamachudam Sarvati Sakshibhutam Avatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Keep your eyes closed as we enter into the path. Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha. 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 Sankalpa, Tattvachanam, the ritualistic teaching. Om Atu Dattam Swadhyami Sada. Om Vidya Dattam Swadhyami Sada. Om Shiva Dattam Swadhyami Sada. Om Ham Hridaya Namaha. Sasankalpaha. Om Hamapata Samasta Durtashaya Dwara Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Pratham Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakmeta Sri Nithyanandeshwar Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vasishta Syam Savatitho Purna Arogya Yukta Dargati Yogi Sariya Siddhartham Paramashiva Shakti Avaskanartham Nithyananda Yoga Vyas Om. Now, keep your Panchapatma side as we get ready for the Vinyasa Krama sequence. Second sequence of Vinyasa Krama. Starting with the first asana.
Nithyanam, can you fix the video? It's glitched.
Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160-plus members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of Kalasa serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. Kalasa's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160-plus members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of Kalasa serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. Kalasa's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization, with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kalasa has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of Kalasa is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.
The primary, fundamental, foundational, first principle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is Guru-disciple relationship. Everything starts there, everything ends there, but this itself does not end.
Guru Purnima Day is such an auspicious day. Whatever incompletion, impossibility, no patterns you carry, drop all that today. Offer all that to me, I'll burn them away. And take up the possibility as a lifestyle. Become part of the Sangha. Live Advaita.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Now we'll be continuing with the asana. Next asana is Ekapada Mayurasana. So this is Mayurasana, where your one leg will be behind the head. So start with your right leg behind your head, left leg extended behind, palms on the ground, facing towards your feet. Bend your elbows and then bring your elbows to the side of the navel. And lift your head and feet off the ground. Balance yourself. Nambe Mudra Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize yourself as peacock. As you engage Mool Bandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Harati Sakala Rogana Ashu Gulfamo Modaradin Abhibhavati Cha Doshan Asham Shri Mayurakam. As you are still on with your leg behind the head, lie down on your back. This is Shupta Trivikramasana. Your respective hand, the same hand holding the leg, and the other hand is resting on the side. Hold the left leg with both the hands securely while keeping your spine long, chest grounded. Nambe Mudra Pratyahara Kumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as the cosmic triangle with angle rooted in the earth, another reaching towards heaven, and third angle piercing your very soul. Gesh Kanus, Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vittana Puram Pitam He Mangalam Evacha Patayanam Gomukam Cha Bharadwajam Trivikramam. The next asana is Vyagrasana. So remain in the previous asana, and the hands which is holding the feet, now bring it both the hands on the side of the hip. Chambe Mudra, Pratyahara Kumka. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as tiger. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Vyaghrasanam Atho Vakshe Krodha Pala Vinashayanam Ekapadam Sheshamadhe Merudando Parisitam. The next asana is Paryankasana Dvai. As you're lying down on your back, bring both the knees towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your shin. Hug the knees close. Gently draw your forehead towards your knees without restraining, keeping your spine long. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize yourself as a conch, steady and supportive, carrying the weight of the world. Ease as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Janu Prasarit Baho Shayanam Paryankasanam Kroncho Gad Ditva Ovesham Kroncha Sadasanam. The next asana is Vasishthasana. Now sit with the soles of the feet together, rest together. Slide your arms under the legs and press upward to the feet. Lift higher towards your forehead. Hold firmly around your feet as if the crow perch on a branch. Lift your chest, keep your spine long, and breathe steady. Gaze directly to the tip of your nose. Bring your palms, holding both the feet, and bring your palms in Namaskar Mudra. Pratyahara Kumka. So legs are not crossed, legs, feet are touching together. Visualize yourself as sage, sister, radiant wisdom and unshakable clarity. Gaze to the third eye as you chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. दो पग थली जोड़ी संपट करे हाथ दो पगा बीच आने चले कारी बारी ल्याई कहुनी माहिली संधि राखे. The next asana is Shivlinga asana. As you sit steady on the mat and bring both the feet upward to rest over your head against the back side of the neck. Enjoying your palms at your chest, spine lengthened and steady. Keep the gaze forward, fixed forward to the tip of the nose. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize yourself as the sacred Shivlinga, the eternal symbol of Paramashiva's formless essence. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. दो पाव तेईस पणी आणो फणी एक जुगती और ताहा खाने दो पगा के अंगुष्ण दो तिन करी मुठी करी की दो. The next asana is Kaka Skanda Rupasana. As you are seated upright, guide your legs carefully so each calf rests across your shoulders. Then cross your ankles behind your back to secure your feet in position. Place your palms on the floor to your sides. Lift the chest upright. Keep your gaze the nose. Shambhe Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mool Bandha. Visualize once yourself as all pure silently on a branch. As chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Vakshe Skakaskan Akarupaskandhasanam Attamam. Kali Papat Pramuchyate. Vayave Vashnam Anite. The next asana is Aranya Chatukasana. Sit with your weight stable on the mat. Lift your right foot and place its sole on your opposite thigh. Lift both the foot across and stack it over the head. Here, place your palms beside your hips for a solid base. Lift your chest, spine long. Gaze settle between your eyebrows. Pratyahara Kumbhaka Mool Bandha, visualize yourself as a bird in a forest, agile and free, navigating through branches with grace. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekene pade bhumim avashtavyam अन्यपादतले उरु वष्टवं तिष्ठेत् अष्ट इति पुनः पुनः कर्तव्यम् अर्धचन्द्रासनं भवति. Next asana is Chitrapasana. As you're seated with your legs behind your head, feet crossed, bring the right palm across cup near the throat or on the shoulders. Hold on to the shoulders. Extend the left arm upward. Feel the chest expanding and breath steady as you anchor your torso. Shambhe Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Mool Bandha. Visualize painting your reality, each stroke manifesting intention into form. Gaze to the nose as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम पगतले संपुट करे पुनः जगति ऐसे विस्तरे ताई कहूनी माहिली संधीता परिकोड भी एड़ी बंधे. The next asana is repeating Chitrakasana on the other side. Your legs are still in similar posture. Switch the position of your hands. Bring the gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself painting your reality, each stroke manifesting intention into form. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम पगथेली संपट गए पुनः जुगति ऐसे विस्तरे ताई कलहोनी माहिरे संधिता परे दो एड़ी बंध. The next asana is Svanendrasana. Once again, bring your legs behind the head and feet crossed. Place your palms onto the floor and lift your chest gently. Keep your spine tall. Head lifted. Gaze to the third eye. Engage Mula Bandha. As you visualize yourself as King Cobra and chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. पादाभ्यां वेष्टयेत् कण्ठे करोमि संस्थितौ उन्मुखं फणेन्द्रं सर्वदोषां वां भूया सुखदं सदा. The next asana is Parshni Mudrasana. As you are seated with both legs carefully behind the head, so that they rest at the throat like noose. Place your palms on the floor. Keep the chest upright, chin softly lifted. Shambhe Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself bound by the noose of integrity, holding emotions aligned with purpose and actions. See your mind centered, disciplined, and unified, embody steadfast inner order and the strength to act with unwavering moral clarity as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Kantaprasheshipet Pado Shavad Rudabandhanam स एव पाशिनी मुद्रा शक्ति प्रबोधारिकं कारिणम्. The next asana is Machandrasana. Dve. To sit in Machandrasana, where you bring one foot to the thigh and the other foot to the knees. Vaishnavi Mudra Ujjayi Kunka Pranayama engage. Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as Matsendranatha. Deep, but deeper, embodying unfathomable depth in the intoning inward as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम जिमुना चरण जोई वाम जंग परि राखे सोई ताकी एड़ी कटी तो लावे बाहुरी जुग यह करे करा और करावे. The next asana is Dvipada Trikonasana. So as you're seated bring both the legs behind your head to cross it behind your neck. Hands in Namaskar Mudra in front of your chest. Let the breath move steadily as your body stays upright. Pratyahara Kumka, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as living endued of cosmic energy. Feet resting above the head, hand grounding the earth. The Kundalini awakening and climbing upward, stabilizing Hindu. Engage Mulabandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Facing Vamane Pag Matha Upar Lavi Dakrona Pachita Bhagapara Pranava Nehat Jodine Siddhi Karvi Dvipadasi Asanam Taha Hevaiche. The next is Bharatari Asana. Once again, bring the soles of the feet together and then take a firm grip at the toes, lifting your feet upward. Straighten your spine tall. As you breathe steadily, Mahavakya Mudra Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize the Shakti of Mahima flowing through you. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ भरथरासना आसन गोपी चंद्र ओह्य जैसे याहू में कीजे पुनी तैसे. The next asana is Devasana. Lie down on your back and lift both the legs upward, guiding your feet back over the head, holding your ankles as they move towards the ground behind you. Press your palms firmly and keep your chest open. Gaze steady inward. Breathe softly. Let your shoulders stay grounded. Avoid straining your neck. Mahavakya Mudra Pratyahara Kumka. Engage Mulabandha. Gaze to the third eye and visualize all the gods and goddesses showering you, their blessing upon you, filling your being with divine grace, protection, auspiciousness. While your consciousness radiates harmony, devotion, and alignment of cosmic support as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Devasana Prathame Sudho Soi Sove Soi Kare Kakasi Kargahi Doi. The next asana is Mritaka Bhanjigasana. As you're lying down on the back, bring Raise the feet to the overhead, bringing close to your head. And then let your toes touch firmly. Your legs are not crossed. Palms outside your feet, interlocking your hands for the support. And lower your forehead towards the ground. Pratyahara Kumka, Mulbandha. Gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as a small yet mighty plant breaking through dirt, merging into vibrant reality. Feel the source of energy of all plant life flowing through you. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Prathamasena Sudo Hoy Thane Pag Oja Anga Ne Ane Bahuri Pagathali Ko Yo Rakhe Koravarili Yavidhi Rakhe. Next asana is Matsakasana. As you lie supine with your left foot resting carefully onto your shoulder, cross your right foot on the top, locking them together. So legs are crossed above the head, arms firmly on the ground. Arms extend straight outward. Keep your chest lifted. Shambhay Mudra. Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize your abundance, an abundance of gold cascading over you, filling your being with prosperity. Gaze to the nose and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Prathame Sude. Sanagare Vamapadatha. Pak. Kandha Paridhare. तापरि दक्षिण पग को आणे दो हस्त ऐसे विदिठाने. Next asana is Purvatanasana. So bring your, as you're lying down, feet on the ground, palms on the ground, one finger pointing towards your feet, and lift your hips high, parallel to the ground. Shambhay Mudra, Mulbandha. Visualize the eastern side of your body stretching and opening. As you gaze to the nose and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Purvatanam Chatuspadapitham Vajrasanam Tatha. Chakor conscious Sarva Bhunjangasana Vivrekshakam. Next asana is Urdhva Konasana. As you're lying down on your back, bring the palms under the hips for the support. Then lift your legs together straight up towards ceiling, opening them into a V shape. Support through your hands, Shambhay Mudra, Sajkumka, Mulbandha. Visualize yourself lifting into the upward and pole, reaching skyward with focus and as you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Shivoham. Saptachakrakshana Rikshasana Visheshakan Janare Indriya Dhadaya Om Vedanta Madhase. Next asana is Uttan Padasana Dve. As you're lying down on your back, keep your legs, turn your legs up into diagonal at around 45 degrees as you press through the crown of your head, arm face back along the ground and chest extended. Keep the crown of the head on the ground, lift your chest upward, keep your breath controlled. Shambhay Mudra, Sahajakumka, Mulabandha. Visualize your extended foot reaching fully, elongating muscles, nerves, subtle channel. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Saptachakrakshana Rikshasana Visheshakan Janare Indriya Dhadaya Kona Vedanta Samantase. The next asana is Setubandhasana. As you're lying down on your back, feet flat, knee bent, roll your shoulders under and place the crown of your head lightly on the ground. Cross your arms at the chest, lift your hips and and chest to form a bridge. Try to straighten your legs without bending the knees. Sahajkunka, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself forming a bridge, lifting your chest and heart skyward. As engage Mulabandha and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Pathishatakondinyam Uthukukutamewa Ashtavakratottanam Aigam Setubandhakam Andhanam Thanapadam Krancham Chamaricham Vedakam Natarajam Trikonam Cha Sattangashta Pratsarane. The next asana is Chakrasana 3. So as you're lying down, bend your knees, feet flat, close to the hips, and then press your hands beside the shoulders, fingers pointing towards the feet. Inhale, press strongly, lifting the hips, chest, and belly upward in full cycle. Breathe, steady, gaze out. Sambe Mudra Sahajmukha Mulabandha. Guide your body arching into wheel pose as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Behathani Angli Oti Bepagana Angli Pakade Devate Chakrashana Kahivaiche. The next asana is Peta Uthi Asana. So this is the deepest back bend where you're from the lying down position or from the previous asana. Try to touch your fingers, palms to the ankles. So as you're lying down with knees bent, slide your arms, placing the palms beside your head and walk your hands to grasp your ankles. If balance allows, then let your chest open like a door of sky. Shambhi Mudra, Sahajakumukha, Mulabandha, visualize the knot binding prana and apana, dissolving, releasing subtle tension within you. As you gaze to the north and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. आसन को गुण आण अपाण की गाठी टूटे जलंधर बंध लागे. The next asana is Vichitra Karani. Lie down on the back and extend your legs over the head so that your toes press firmly into the ground behind you. Stretch your arms forward to hold your feet, making your body into two tall shaft lines strongly. Samdhi Mudra, Sahajkumka. Your palms are holding the feet. Mulabandha. Visualize yourself performing mudras action as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Achat Athavichi Vichitra Karnimasanam. The next asana is Asana Dve. Lie supine with your lower back and back of the thighs flat on the ground. Keep your feet together and core engaged. Keep your hands to either side of your respective thighs and engage your abdominal muscles. Raising your chest up, lifting your upper body off the ground. Simultaneously bend one elbow and bring one hand towards the nose, squeezing your stomach, engaging your core further, and slowly release. Repeat. Sahajkumka Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a attached wing thrown, cutting through obstacles with precision and force as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padatale bhumo nidhaya januni ursi nidhaya vipita hastabhyam ursi ursahitas janghe nibaddhat state pasasanam bhavati. The next asana is Dakshinasana. You lie down and twist on your right side. Crown of your head resting down on the palm of your right hand, elbows on the ground, left hand resting on the side. Make sure that you're lying down on your right side. Because as the name suggests, it's Dakshinasana. The side is very important. Sahajagumka Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as Dakshinamurti, serene and wise, seated in stillness. See the light of knowledge illuminating all darkness, embodying supreme wisdom, silence, and eternal teacher, guiding consciousness to liberation. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Dear Arjuna Dakshana Gre Mastake Dhyo Nidhayase Dakshana Hasta Cha Vamatu Langre Prishte Tato Japet. Next asana is Salavasana Dvai. Lie down on your belly. Pressing lightly into the earth, arms resting alongside of the body. On inhalation, extend your chest upward and lift your legs behind you like raising of a locust. Keep your palms close by your body. Champi Mudra, Jiva Chalaka Kumka, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a locust as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Purvatanam Chatuspadapitham Vajrasanam Tatha Chakora Shalabha Bhujangasanam Api Vrishakam. The next is Bhekasana. Palm lying prone position, bend your knees so your feet raised upward, and then reach your hands back to grasp your ankles, drawing the feet firmly in, pressing your toes back, lifting your chest open, wide as frog stretches amid water. Keep your breath calm, gaze soft. Jiva Chalakumka Moolavanda. Visualize yourself as frog, alert and grounded, sensing subtle vibration, responding with grace. Besides leaves, as you engage Moolavanda and chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhagam Bhekasanam Chaivam Makaram Matsyasanakam Matsendra Tam Dvidam Chatra Kundali Bodhanam. The next asana is Bhairandasana. So be in the similar position and extend your arms back and clasp your right foot with right hand. With your press the left hip up, press your left hip down and carefully draw the right foot overhead towards the sky, arching your chest open. Visualize yourself as a hyena. As you gaze through the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sarvasana Bhedasha Natabairunda Namake Ganda Bairunda Saite Shirishiranda Santata. Next, we'll be repeating Bhairundasana on the other side. This time, press the left hip down and right foot over the thigh, arching your chest open. Jivachala Kukumuka, Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as Haina, vigilant, moving with calculated intent as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Dalabhasana Vedasha Nataverunda Namake Ganda Perunda Saite Sri Sadandasanam Tatnam. Now come to the Bhagasana posture. In the kneeling position, sit upright, sit with knees bent, toes grounded, toes flat on the ground, sit slightly back onto your sitting bones. Keep your spine tall, hands resting on the thighs. Sambe Mudra, Apakarsh Kumbhaka, Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself steadfast, grounded, and indestructible as a lightning bolt. See yourself in the hand of Indra, king of gods. Engage Mool Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vajrasanam Muktasanam Toshisa Sashana Natij Loha Dohe Doha Kare Gratam Chitvani Guruthe. The next asana is Sulasana. As you lie prone on the belly, bend your elbows, setting the forearms firmly on the earth. Place your chin upon the palm as spreading, clearing the sky with your stillness. Draw your knees upward with legs raised vertically above you. Keep the torso quiet, shoulder loose. Gaze the nose. Engage Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a spear, focused and unwavering. Pierce through obstacle with clear intention. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gurparabhyam avanim avashtabhyam salabhyam anam avashtabhyam uttishtet sulasanam bhavati. The next asana is Makarasana Dvai. Rest the face down, legs extended long behind you. Toes pressing onto the mat. Extend both arms forward alongside your head and then bend the elbows slightly so the chin rests onto the. Allow your chest to broaden. Interlace the finger behind your neck. Visualize yourself as an alligator, patient, and calculating powerful breath beneath calm surface. And Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Dhal Tuine Bane Hat Mathani Bane Bhani Thai Agla Gan Gyam Tame Lamba Karva Karvaye. The next asana is Ganda Bhairundasana. So this is one of the advanced postures. So as you are lying down prone with your chin pressing slightly to the ground and palms close beside the chest. As you breathe in, raise both of your legs straight and strong upward, and then bend the knees with care, guiding the toes towards the ground, keeping your chest broad. Shambhe Mudra, Jivachala Kukumuka, Mool Bandha. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as a leader of Haina pack, commanding respect and coordinating with intelligence as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Dalabhasana Bhedasha Nataverunda Namake Ganda Bherunda Sahite Sri Sadandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Ganda Bherundasana Dvai. So this is a similar portion from previous one, only the hands are extended behind on the ground, palms facing ground. Once again, bring the legs straight up and then bend the leg to the crown of the head. Mool Bandha, gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as steadfast, four-limbed wooden shaft, grounded and reliable. Jivachala Kumuka, engage Mool Bandha. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Jalabhasana Vedasha Natavirunda Namake Dandavirunda Sahite Shirdandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Gandhirundasana 3. This time, from the previous asana, instead of bringing the leg to the crown of the head, you'll be trying to bring it, the legs on the ground. Sambhi Mudra Chivi Silakumka. Visualize yourself as a sturdy four-limbed wooden shaft, grounded and reliable. Mulabandha, gaze to the nose, start japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Dalabhasana Bhedasha Natavirunda Namake Dandavirunda Sahite Shirdandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Viparita Dharmasana Dve. As you're lying down prone, body extended, chin steady upon the mat, arms beside the chest, pressing against the earth. Inhale and send your legs in a long vertical arch upward, hinging at the hips so the toes reach back over the head. Sambhi Mudra, Shiva Kumka. Gaze to the nose as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sarvasana Vedasha Natavenduranda Namake Gandavairunda Saite Sheshadandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Chaturanga Dandasana. Lie prone, palms beneath your shoulders, toes curled into the earth. Draw in your breath, and on the exhalation, lower the chest until it hovers close above the mat. Elbows cling tight along the ribs. Spine long, steady, core engaged. The body becomes straight, shaft, supported on 4 points of strength. Your elbows are bent, hovering over the body. You're not going up and down, you're holding yourself in the position. Visualize yourself as sturdy, four-limbed, shaft, Mulabandha, and you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Viparita Mandalam Cha Dvidam Vaditam Hina Dandasanam Sada Proktam Viparoti Aveshana. The next asana is Pinjarasana, Pinjara Dharmasana. Come to the kneeling position. Body resting in a compact seat. Cross the feet to the right rest over the left. You are crossing your feet behind you, resting your right side to over the left, closing the buttocks. Toes are not tucked. Feet are flat. Feet are flat and ankles are not crossed. Only the feet is crossed. Then lean forward, bringing your forehead towards your knees. Place your palms gently over the ears. Settle your gaze inward. Draw the navel back as you breathe firmly upward to the belly. Shambhi Mudra, Jivichala Kumka, Udyan Bandha. Gaze to the nose. Gaze Mulbandha. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Balako Garbhasya Tishte Sankucho Yatha. Sagar Hasano Yogi. Niranjana Vidhi Chet Tattva Raksha Vrema Vame Shra Pashani Andate Vijo. Next asana is Dandamayurasana. Sit on your knees and place the palms flat on the floor behind you with your fingers pointing back. Draw your elbows in so they press in firmly at the navel center. Lift your whole body off the ground until it balances parallel like shaft. Keep your spine long, chest open. Gaze set softly towards your nose. Sambe mudra jiva jalakomka udyana bandha. Visualize yourself as peacock. Feathers fully fanned, radiating beauty, divine presence. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Mairam Dandavat Kuryat, Mairam Dandanamake, Mai Kuryan Mayu Parshvabhyam, Mairam Parshvanamakam. The next asana is Pangumerasana. Begin kneeling with your torso upright. Place one palm behind you on the ground, finger pointing back. Support the rest of this arm with the other hand, and then raise your body in Vairasana until it floats horizontal. Take a strong chest broad. Sambe Mudra, Yuchalak Humka. Visualize yourself as peacock, alert and vigilant. Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Mayurasana Sansthampya Ekena Hastene Tasya Hastasya Mayavanda Dharayet Mayuram Angumayuram Bhavati. Now we'll be repeating Pangumayurasana on the other side. So switch the position of your hands. Visualize yourself as peacock, alert and vigilant. Every movement precise. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Mayurasana Sansthampya Ekena Hastene Ekasya Hasta Mayavanda Dharayet Angumayuram Bhavati. The next asana is Jnanasana. Sit on the ground and draw the left foot firmly onto the right, on the root of your right thigh. Extend the right leg back along the floor towards the hip's outer edge. Sit tall with your spine erect, chest wide, arms resting slightly on your knees. Shambe Mudra, gaze to the nose, Mahamudra Bandha. Visualize the Hindu goddess of knowledge, Devi Saraswati, flowing through your awareness. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Athan Yada Asanam Kritva Sarvavyadhipi Varanam Yoga Bhyasi Avet Shikti Jnana Pradagate. The next asana is Kubchakasana. Sit with your right heel close beneath your outer hip. Lift your left foot upward, guiding it into the hollow of left armpit. So bring the left foot to the left armpit, hands holding the feet. The right feet is outside on the side of the hip. Shambhi Mudra Samanakumaka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize Kubchika, coiled and hidden, embodying the divine power of Kundalini energy. As you engage Mulbandha, gaze to the third eye and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Athar Jatharagni Sandipana Gulma Prihashura Kumjikasanam. The next asana is Bharadwajasana. Sit firmly on the ground with your left foot beside your hip. Place your right foot beside your hip. Place your left foot atop on your right thigh. Then left Wrap your left arm behind you to grasp the left toes, while your right palm rests over the outer thigh of the left. Turn your chest towards upward and outward, lifting tall towards the spine as you gaze softly inward. Mudra, Sama, Kumbhaka, engage, Mulabandha. Visualize Lord Kartikeya, the ruler of Mars, radiant, fierce, and unwavering in purpose. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Uttanakuram Pitamahi Cha Singham Garudam Cha Vatayanam Gomukam Cha Bharatwajam Trivikramam. The next asana is Virasana Pancha. Sit on the floor with your knee bent and folded beneath you. Place your right foot back so that the heels rest beside your hip, both pointing behind. Then bring the left foot on the top of your opposite thigh with toes facing upward near the abdomen. Keep your hands resting on your knees. Shambhi Mudra, Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha, gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself in the space of bravery. Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekam Padam Athokasmin Vinyasya Uru Sansitam. Tarasmin Tatha Pada Dvayam Virasanam Yati. Kiritam. Next asana is Bhairuvasana Dvay. Sit firmly with your right heel pressing at the base of the spine under the perineum. Place your left foot inverted so the heel press upward near the navel so the toes point up. Round your knees and shin into the earth. Bring one hand inside. Place your palms. Saman Kumka Mool Bandha, gaze nose as you feel courage igniting through every fiber of your being. As you chant Japa Om Nithyan Paramashivoham. मूलद्वारे टिके सिक धरे वाम पाद गुदानी अधो करे टेढ़ी अग्र गुदातरी उड़े ऊढ़ चट्टी अंगुश तरी करे. The next asana is Baddha Mathendrasana. Sit with your left foot placed top of your right thigh. Firmly plant your right toe on the ground beside your opposite knee. Begin to twist your torso towards the raised knee. Spine tall, chest lifted. Hook your left arm across your shin from outside. Hands bring it inside and then other arm reaches behind you. Clasping the hand if possible. Shambhi Mudra, Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha, gaze to your third eye, embodying the great sage and yogi Nithyananda, with the founder of yoga, as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ascend the Petam Jata Pravitam, Prasundamandam, and the Khasram, Abhyasata Kundalini Prabhutam, Dandasi Ritva, the Nadipansa. The next asana is repeating Jnanasana on the other side. So this time, place the left foot outside of your left thigh. Right foot top on the top of your left thigh. Hands on the respective thighs. Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha. This time you'll perform Mahavakya Bandha. Engage Saman Kumka. Gaze to the nose and visualize the embody the wisdom, clarity, and creating intelligence of Saraswati. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, Athan Yadasanam Kritva, Athan Yadasanam Kritva Sarvayadhi Vina, Nikarakam Yoga Bhyasi Bhaveshipet Jnana Sanprasadataha. Next asana is repeating Kubjakasana on the other side. This time you will be bringing, lifting your left foot upward, sliding to the left or of the right. So if you have done left, you can repeat on the right. If you have done on the right, you can repeat on the. Bring the right foot to the armpit, Sambe Mudra. Mool Bandha, gaze to the third eye. Visualize the straightest space of bravery. At the chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, Atha Jatha, Agni Sandeep Gulfa Paliha Shurahara Kupchika Sanam. The next asana is Bharadwajasana, repeating on the other side. Sit firmly and ground your right foot beside your hips. Place your left foot atop your right thigh. Grab the left arm behind you. Hold the big toes. Right arm behind you to hold out to the big toes of the right leg. Sambe Mudra Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha, embodying the energy of Lord Kartikeya. Feel courage, strategic awareness, decisive action arising within you. Gaze to the third eye as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, Uttanakurma Pitham, Singham Garudamev cha, Vatayanam Gomkham cha, Bharadwajam Trivikramam. The next asana is Virasana Pancha. Sit on the floor with your knees bent and hold it beneath you. Place your right foot back so the heels rest beside your hip, toes pointing up. Then bring your left foot to rest on the top of your opposite thigh. Keep your hands resting gently on the knees. Shambhe Mudra, Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha, visualize. Become bravery itself. Feel a deep calm and courage rising in you as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Ekam Padam Atho Kasmin Vinyasare Ur Sanskatam Itarasmin Tada Tadha Padash Virasnam Itirikam. The next asana is Bhairavasana Dve. Sit firmly with your right heel pressing at the spine, at the base of the spine. Place your left foot inverted so the heel presses towards the navel. So your left foot is pressed against the navel and toes pointing up. Ground your knees. So your right heel is to the perineum and the left foot is to the navel. And then bring both the hands above the head, hands in Parashmudra, Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha, embody leadership, strength, and alertness as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. मूलद्वार टिके वैसे धरती वाम पाद खुद औधो करे टेढ़ी अग्रत गुतातरी धरे ऊध चिट्टी अमृत तरी करे. The next asana is Padmashendrasana. Sit with your left foot placed on the top of your right thigh. Plant your right sole on the ground beside your opposite knee. Twist your torso to the torso raised knee, and then hook your left arm across the shin while other arm reaches behind you to clasp together. Shambhi Mudra, Saman Kumka, engage Mulbandha, visualize yourself seated with openness as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Athendrapitham Jatara Pravitam Chaprachanda Mandala Khandasram Abhyasata Kundalini Prabodham Dandachit Twadadati Pumsam. The next asana is Baddha Konasana. So sit with the soles of the feet together at the perineum. Hold the toes or ankles with the hands. Saman Kumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself in bound angle pose, seated with openness, grounded stability. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Pasham Paramham Tatha Siddham Vyavastikam Vamanasanam Dattakono Bhadrapitham Mudabande Tathaivacha. The next asana is Bhadrasana Chatwari. As you seated with heels together at the perineum, soles inverted and facing upward. Hold the feet firmly with fingers and thumb, keeping the toes straight. Mudra Saman Kumka, Bandha, radiating serenity and divine alignment. Feel every cell harmonizing with inner and outer awareness. Engage the note as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vrishanani Niche Sivanani Dava Bhagava Dava Pagani Edi Pagane Ultavine Rakhine Rakhavi. The next asana is Yonyasana. Sit with knees bent, soles of the feet together joined beneath the body near the perineum. Hold the feet strong. Gaze softly inward and breathe calm. Shambhi Mudra, Samana Kumka, Mool Bandha. Hold inward into the womb, forming posture, sinking deeply into sacred stillness as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pado Sammedya Padagre Adhare Pashni Landrija Atha. The next asana is Gorakshasana Bhadrasana. So sit with the heels pressed lightly beneath the base of the spine, sole turned upward. Grip the feet firmly, body upright, chest open. Breathe slowly, steady gaze directed to the nose. Shambhi Mudra Saman Kumka. Engage Mahamudra. Embody the power of sage Goraksha in a fierce eagle pose. Sharp gaze penetrating. Feel awareness cutting through the illusion. We chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Krishnani Niche Sivanani Dava Bhagava Dava Pagani Edi Pagani Ultavi Rakhavi. The next asana is Kamadahanasana. Sit grounding, both heels close to the perineum in the reverse placement. So sit on the heels, toes are pointing back, knees wide apart, and then grasp the feet behind you, lifting your crown gaze between the elbows, between the eyebrows. Shambhi Mudra Samana Kumka. Engage Mulbandha. Embody the energy of desire, burn, oppose, feeling an inner fire, awakening and consuming all distractions. Chandipa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vadrasanam Subham Sthapya Vipritam Tu Vedude. Next asana is Sapta Baddha Konasana. Sit upright, bring soles of the toes together near the pelvis and then recline back slowly onto the ground. Let your knees open wide, shoulders relaxed. Arms resting. Interlace the fingers. Arms are on the neck. Visualize the openness and support of supine bound angle pose. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Varsham Brahmam Siddha Siddham Vyavastikam. Svastikam Vamasanam. The next asana is Vikasana Dve. Sit tall and draw the feet carefully upward, placing them behind the head. Keep the elbows close to the knees for the support. Chest broad. For Vikasana, place both the feet facing each other on the chest effortlessly. Then keep both the arms on the shoulders around the feet in front of you. Shambhi Mudra, Saman Kumka, Mool Bandha. Bring a gaze to the third eye. See yourself grounded and alert, quiet with energy and ready to think. As a chant, Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dhyayet hi Chitpadim Brahmantam Asanastya Sukhaya Cha. The next asana is Bhagasana Dve. Sit with feet together, legs so that the left ankle rests gently at the perineum and the soles wrap back to the sides with their back resting behind you. Join the fingertips at the base, hands resting on the knees. Shambhi Mudra. Man Kumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself radiating sacred presence and in alignment as a chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pagulta Modi Vase Pavaki Ahiri Gulpukufa Kula Bashita Dagave. The next asana is Siddha Jiva Asana. Sit with the heels drawn close to the body, toes together near the pelvis. Let the toes turn slightly upward while the heels remain grounded. Place your hands on the knees, keeping your spine long upright. Shambhi Mudra, Samana Kumka, Dhyan Bandha. Visualize yourself as the living life of a perfected yogi, body, mind, and spirit. As a chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Baga Koi Sojo Jai. The next asana is Panipatrasana. Sit drawing both the ankles upward towards the navel. Steadying them near the center and bring both hands forming a hollowed cup with the palms joined together. Hold the posture upright with the lifted spine, relaxed shoulders. Keep your chest open. Saman Kumka. Mulabandha, visualize yourself as a source of water. Chandripam Nithyananda Paramashivam Navo Sansape Golfacha Tanmadhe Kara Patrakam Tanay Yatyena Purati Pani Patram Tata Uchate. The next asana is Saptariksha. Sit folding the feet close, each sole turning upward towards the armpit. Interlace the finger and rest the clasped hand gently over the crown, as if bracing it into support. Samvai Mudra Saman Kumka, visualize yourself as one of the 7 Shaptarishis, wise and eternal. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. दो पग के पग थले तिनके लाख जूझ होए दो काकानी में धरे नाथा दृष्टि समोये. Next asana is Sutyasana. So stand on the knees and heels gathered into the groin. Keep the knees bent, wide, ankles in contact. Place your hands to rest lightly upon your ankles. Kampe Mudra, Mankumka, Mool Bandha, visualize yourself as a bird born on the womb of an oyster. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Pashinavo Sansapya Janghavahi Pradeshe Sambile Sutyasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Thirasana. Sit cross-legged of the right foot beneath the left toes and in a step of the left beneath the right toe. Hands resting lightly at the belly in Parashamudra, hands crossed, fingers crossed, chest upright. Samanukumka, be in the space of oneness with Swamiji. Engage Mulbandha, engage with third eye and chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jimne Page Phane Naba Pagani Anguri Niche Rakhine. The next asana is Abhujasana. Bring the legs in Padmasana and then hands rest on the respective knees. Legs are in Padmasana. Now apply Saman Kumka and engage Uddiyana Bandhan. Visualize yourself born of water like a lotus emerging from mud. Feel roots surrounding in nourishment and strength. Gaze to third eye as a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Apadam Utthapya Sarvyas Shaktim Pranam Sammakveshya Tak Kumbhese Charit. The next asana is Kamalasana. From the seated Padmasana posture, stand forward, arms forward, keep your chest broad, hips rooted. Gaze is drawn inward along the nose. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Engage with Dhyanabandha. Perform Kakachanchukumka. Tatra Lokasanam Kritva Atva Kamalasanam. The next asana is Uttamanganathana. Once again, bring the legs in Padmasana and fold the arms front. Forming an angle. Now, Bhimudra Kakachanchukumka Mool Bandha, visualize yourself as a rare and powerful. And chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sthatvayam asanam mantram ardhashisham karoti chet. The next asana is Padmasana Pancha. So bring the legs in Padmasana and raise your arms above the head. In hands in Paramashiva Mudra, Kakachamkumka, visualize Lord Shiva blessing you in developing your being in profound peace, clarity, and stillness as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Engage Udyan Bandha and Mool Bandha. Upavishanyasane Samyak Bahu Petva Urdha Kunchite. The next asana is Tulyasana. As you're seated in Padmasana, place one palm lightly over the forehead, other arm resting downward near the base of the behind the head. Keep your chest lifted, spine long. Shame Mudra, Kakushan Chukumukha. Visualize yourself as a river of Shakti, conscious energy, and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अतः कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये यत् कृत्वा कौल्यासने भवेत् एकहस्तमस्तकं तन्द्यो रथेश अभिनगेकरम्. Next asana is Divyasana. From the similar sitting in the Padmasana, wrap one arm behind the back and catch hold of the opposite elbow. Place the other arm lightly across the stomach, lean forward so that nose touches the ground. Shambhi Mudra, Kakachachapukka, Mulbandha. Visualize all the celestial gods and goddesses showering you their blessings upon you. As you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ दिव्यासनं वक्षे पृष्ठहस्ते वन्दये एकहस्त अध्यदेशे च नासया. The next asana is Panchasana, Padmasana Pancha. So be seated in Padmasana and place the finger above the head and form an arch. Keep your back ribs lifted, spine tall. Bring your gaze to the right armpit. Shambhi Mudra, Kakachan Kumka. Visualize Lord Paramashiva blessing you and enveloping you, your being in profound peace. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, don't forget to maintain Dhyan Bandha and Mula Bandha. Upavishanyasane Samyak Bahu Kritvartu Konchite Savya Rakshyo Mami Manam Kurvan Samya Ayati Lagyat. The next asana is repeating Kulyasana on the other side. So as you are still seated in Padmasana, this time bring the other hand on the forehead, another arm behind the neck. Shambhi Mudra, Kakachan Kumka, Mula Bandha. Visualize a river of Shakti, conscious energy. And the chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अतः कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये कृत्वा कोलासनं भवेत् एकहस्तमस्तको अधः शीर्ष अभिमुखं करम्. The next asana is Divyasana. Once again from Padmasana, bring one arm behind you, holding on to the opposite foot, opposite elbow. Lean forward, other hand is on the belly. Lean forward, try to touch your nose to the ground. Shambhi Mudra, Kakachanjakumka, Mool Bandha. Visualize all the gods and goddesses showering you open blessings as you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अध दिव्यासनं वक्षे पृष्ठहस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्त अध देशं भूमिश्च हस्तनाशये. The next asana is Pavanasana. So as you are seated in Padmasana, place both the palms beneath the navel, resting lightly one above other. Hands interlace the fingers in Paramashimudra. With awareness, draw the breath upward through the abdomen into stillness. Pakachankumka Mulbandha, gaze to the third eye, visualize your body becoming completely purified. Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Athan Yadasanam Asanam Vakshe Sadhana Hitaya Vai Pavanasanas Rupo Khecharo Body Bhave. Next asana is Gulgulyasana. Gulgulyasana. So, as you're seated in Padmasana, spread your arms beneath your thighs and bring the elbows to rest outside of the knees, and then raise your palms joined at the chest and throat. Chin deep, dips gently while breath steady inward, chest open wide, Sambe Mudra, Jai Kumka Pranayama, Jalandhavandha. Visualize yourself as a bat in full flight. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ भूरिभुक्त्या स पाञ्चासनं सद्यो जरां शूलदौ वल्गुल्यासनम्. The next asana is repeating Paramashiva Namaskara. So legs are still in Padmasana. Stretch your arms over the head, lying them along upon the ground. Keep the palms together. Vijay Kumka Pranayama, Mool Bandha and Udyan Bandha. Visualize Lord Rama in your inner space. And chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथमे करे पदमासनम् आच सुधो सोवे भूपरिभाषे. The next asana is Yogini Garbhasana. So once again, palm Padmasana, hands interlaced at the neck. Cross your arms in front of your body. Hold your arms with your ears. Balance. Keep Shambhe Mudra. Kevala Kumka Mulbandha. Visualize yourself then nested deeply like fetus. As chant Japa Om Nityan Paramashivoham. Yogini Garbhasane Hritva Padasya Garbhamevasha. The next asana is Simhasana Dve. So come to the sitting Padmasana and lean, place your palms in front of the body as you bring your hip towards the ground. Lift your chest, bend the neck upward, open the mouth wide, stretching the tongue outward fully. Now move the as you engage Mulbandha, which lies the space and space state of lion alert, powerful and courageous. Shantajapam Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ सिंहासनं गुल्फोच वृषण्यसादधिवनापार्श्वसिपेत् दक्षिणसव्यगुल्फेत् सुदक्षिणगुल्फेत् सव्यकम्. Next asana is Urdhva Koksasana. So sit in Padmasana, ground both the palms on either side of your thighs and lift your body completely off the ground, balancing your palms while crossed leg raised upward. Now Mudra Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize yourself as a rooster, one leg slightly impaired with vigilance. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Urdhva Kuda Vasish Samarichihara Masyakam. The next asana is Padmasana Shat. So come to the seated position with your legs in Padmasana. Cross both arms behind you to hold on to the big toes. Hands in pranayama mudra. Jai Kumka pranayama. Jalandhar bandha. Visualize yourself as a lotus flower. Jalandhar bandha as a chant. Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. अथ पद्मासनं वाममूलो द्विपरिलक्षण च जडं संस्थाप्य आम तथा रोटरी. Next asana is Padmasana Shapta. So from the similar position, now this time bring the palms resting on the knees, resting on the neck, hands in pranayama mudra. Ujjayi Kumka pranayama. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva, transcending the worldly society. As the gaze to the nose and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Padmasana Anasito Yogi Gajrasanam Varjita. The next asana is Urdhva Padmasana. So lie down with your legs in Padmasana and then hands supporting the hips. Lift your hips side over the shoulders, legs straight. Moshkumka Jalandhar bandha. Gaze the nose, visualize yourself as an inverted lotus flower, suspended and balanced. Roots upward, down, grounded as a chant. Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. प्रथम ऊर्ध्व अर्धपाशनानि पेठे बेची बची सुई हाथुनी भूपरि राखा खड़े बंदे हाथनी आधारिधि ऊंची करीते पिठली. The next asana is Parvatasana Dve. So lift, bring the legs on the ground in Padmasana. The next asana is Matsyasana Pancha. Legs in Padmasana, hands holding the big toes in Pranayama Mudra. Kevala Katumka Dhyana Bandha. Gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself as a graceful fish, effortlessly gliding through. As a chant, Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Muktapadavansanam Kritva Uttanam Shayanam Charet. Gurparabhyam Shiro Vaishnavam Matyasanam Yoganath. The next asana is Dhyanyahasana. Stand, come to the standing position. Ground your left foot and then cross your left leg over the top of the right and then lock the left foot behind your right calf. Cross your arms, keeping your right arm above the left. Push your hands back to the center and then bring the palm together at the forehead. Anjali Mudra. Mahavakya. Visualize yourself as Mystic Hawk. Then Mulabandha, gaze to nose and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Hastapado Parasparam Bandhitva Dehamuk Mannaye Tishtet Anye Tena Tadudam Deshkumbake Sadhayet. The next asana is Aguchara Asana. Start on your knees with your spine tall, core engaged. Rise up onto your toes, cross-legged over the other. Keeping your feet near the opposite side hip. Maintain the balance with leg crossed, knees off the ground. Standing on your toes with sitting bones on your raised heels. Place hands on the top, palm facing downward on the top thigh. Shambhi Mudra, Samavritti. Gaze to the nose, visualize perception gradually falling silent, attention turned up inward as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Atha Agorachanam. Then next asana is Vinyasa Krama. So once again stand and cross your left leg above the right feet to the sides of the hip. Keep your toes tucked. Hands, cross your arms right over the left, twisting your hands back to the center. Anjali Mudra, Samavriti Mul Bandha, gaze to the Vachan, Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, Putita Padam Padangushtam Bhomo Nidhaya. The next asana is Agocharasana, repeated on the other side. So this is the position of the leg. Samavriti Mul Bandha, gaze to the nose as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Atha Agocharasana. Now next is Vinyasa Krama, repeated on the other side. So this time, this is the position. This time your left leg is above your right. And similarly cross the hand in front of you. Hands in Anjali Mudra, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as mystic hawk swan, Senya. As you gaze to the nose, as you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Putita Padam Padangushtam Bhomo Nidhaya. Next asana is Vinyasa Krama. Once again, stand in a similar posture, hands in Anjali Mudra, gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as the mystic hawk Senya. As you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Hastapada Parasparam Bandhitva Deha Mulkhet State Anya Dakshine Tadvat Nideshakum Maket Dha Sadhaye. Now, next is Savasana. Light and flat on the ground. Shakti Chala Mudra, Sahaja Ka. Gaze to the nose as you chant the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Visualize yourself being liberated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Vast and
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Slowly come back to your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers, feet, ankles, wrist. Bring your knees to your chest, roll from side to side. As you raise yourself in a sitting position, and with deep gratitude to Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Yoga. Hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your chest. Let's end this session with the phone mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tatsat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarapanastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone for joining. Make sure that you tune tomorrow as well for the live Nithyananda Yoga.